Well, this is a little different. Maybe put myself on a cushion so I'm a bit higher up. Grab a cushion for my back. Hi there. I'm just getting organized. This is a new place for me to do a live, and you might hear some dogs barking. Sometimes when people go by, I have my daughter's dogs in the house. So I thought I'd go live. I'm sitting downstairs for a change instead of up in my yarn studio. And I've been away from home for 2 weeks, dog sitting and house sitting. And now I'm dog sitting for my daughter because she's started a new job on the mainland and is just getting figured out in housing and everything like that. So I thought I would come on and say hi. Hi there. Say hi in the comments. It's great to chat with you. And I'm busy trying to get this sideways sweater. I'm making it with this yarn. I think it's almond. I have it here. It's actually called Carroway Skinny Cakes, and it's a 3-weight yarn that I'm using, and it's called Vanilla Almond. So it's really quite pretty. It's got some yellow in it and grays and whites, and the dogs don't understand why I'm talking to nobody as far as they're concerned, but I've got the fire lit and they really like lying in front of the fire. So what I'm doing is I'm making a sideways cardigan. The yarn's all kind of cutting all over the place here. And this is the first time I've ever done one of these. So the idea is the cardigan, each side, it kind of goes up over your shoulder and down the back. So that's going to be one panel like this. And then the other one comes over here. You join the back up to the neck, and then you have your sides, and then you can do whatever sleeves you want after you've put it together. So I've never done sideways before. So this is a pattern I decided on. This is going to be the inside where you could put buttons or whatever if you wanted to. And then I'm just going across like this. So I'm alternating. After I did my little edging there, I'm alternating with where I chain one, skip one, double crochet, chain one, skip one, double crochet, and then in this one I double crochet into the top of the double crochet and into the chain one space. And I'm just alternating those rows, and it's really showing the colors are really coming out very nicely. I'm happy how they are. I chose this. It's kind of delicate for springtime and summer, so it might just have really short little cap sleeves. I'm waiting to see. I've got 2 full skeins of this yarn, and they're cakes, actually, the skinny cakes. So it's a 3-weight, and I've never made a cardigan with 3-weight, so it's going to be a lighter weight than I'm used to making. And each of these has got, if I can read it, 795 yards, each of the cakes. So we'll see how it goes. I'm working on this one. And once this panel is done, I make one more panel and then I can sew them together. So do you like the colors? I've got some people here. So say hi and let me know what you think of the colors. And if you're a crocheter, let me know if you're a crocheter and what you're working on or what your plans are for your next project. I just uploaded some video tutorials to my channel last week. So that's exciting. This one's pretty recent. This was my baby blanket. It's super soft baby blanket. And I uploaded that tutorial in left and right-handed versions just the other week, about a couple of weeks ago, I think. And it's really nice. It's made with latte cakes, Carroway latte cakes. And another one I just uploaded last week, actually, is this headband. It's called the honeysuckle headband, and it goes over your head and it ties behind your ears with these little ties. So it's kind of cute. It goes on like that. So that's really easy. That's made with a moss stitch. And I did have, a scarf with a moss stitch, a skinny scarf. And this one and the blanket one have had loads of views, so it's really nice. This one is moss stitch. It's going up and down. You go all the way up and finish at the top. It's not sideways. It's all the way up long stitches. So that's the moss stitch. You can see it. I love the moss stitch. I've been making a few things with the moss stitch. I've actually got a very chunky blanket upstairs that I've started with a moss stitch. Oh, we've got some comments. Let's see who we've got. I can hardly see it. Lisa. Love bright colors, scarves. Oh, this one, yeah. This is my Happy Hippie scarf. It's kind of the same stitch pattern as my Happy Hippie sweater and my Happy Hippie cardigan. I made it into a scarf, and there is actually a tutorial on here for the Happy Hippie scarf and a free pattern on my blog. So if you don't follow me, Lisa, it's just carrowaycrochet.com, or you look on here for the Happy Hippie scarf on my tutorials, and you should be able to find it. And this one is called the honeysuckle headband, but I think I just have easy headband crochet pattern. And these are recent, so they'll be near the top of my video list if you go to my video list. And this is the super soft baby blanket. I don't have the pattern for this on my blog yet, but the tutorial is up, left and right handed, and it's probably about 5 or 6 videos back. I think I've got the skinny scarf, a mug rug, and the honeysuckle headband, and a cowl, and then this. So I've been working it hard, trying to do lots of videos for people so that I get people coming to my channel. Yeah, I don't know if I should be moving this up so I can see. No, that's as high as it'll go. So hopefully all the people sharing, I will see your comments. So yeah, I'm making this right now, and I thought I would come on and do a live. Often I'll get quite a few people. I do them spontaneously, so I don't announce them. So it's just if you happen to be on, then you come on and say hi. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, so here I'm just doing one double crochet into the top of the previous double crochet, and then a double crochet into the chain one space. These are long rows. There's like 240 stitches in each of these rows, so it takes a while to get through them. So I thought it's a good project to do while I do a live. Do you crochet, Lisa? And it's always exciting when a new color starts to show up. And right now the gray is just starting to come. So it changes the look of everything when the gray comes. My cake is starting to unravel, and I'm worried. I don't want it to turn into a tangle. Yikes. Just stay nice and organized, yarn. Okay, pretend you're still in the cake. Do you ever talk to your yarn? Oops. No dogs. No, nothing there. If they start to bark, it's going to be really loud for you. I'm sorry. They'll only be with me another month and a half, I think. My daughter's found a place, but she can't have the dogs until the end of March. Oh, nice. You're 12 years old and your aunt has taught you how to crochet. That's awesome. Oh, you're 23 now. But you've been crocheting for quite a while then. Oh, right. Well, that's nice. Now I've got the baby blanket up. I've got another couple of baby blankets I want to get up as well. I've got a ripple baby blanket that's really pretty that I'm going to write the pattern up and do a tutorial for. But I'll probably get a tutorial done tomorrow for another baby blanket. But this one is really easy. This is just V stitches and half double crochets on this one. And you don't have to use this latte. You can use whatever yarn you want as long as you have a 4-weight yarn. I think I have a cozy, my iced coffee cup cozy and a granny stripe cup cozy up here on my channel here, Lisa. And I have, like I said, this scarf. I have Olivia's skinny scarf. I have a simple infinity scarf. I have quite a few scarves. And so you might find a few projects on my channel. You never know. Oh, the pups are Bruno and Maisie. And they're big. Like, I could actually maybe show you what they're doing right now. So that's Bruno. He's fast asleep. And then Maisie is lying right in front of the fire. So they're only going to bark. You see the fire is, where is the fire? There. It's hard to, there is a fire. Right. So that's the fire. And that's Maisie lying right in front of the fire. And Bruno's on the couch beside me. Sorry, I've got my computer. I'm using my computer. I'm going live from my computer, so it's a bit hard to figure out. Yeah, so one is pit bull crossed with a lab, and the other one we don't really know what she is. The pit bull crossed with a lab. They're both very nice dogs, but when these big windows face the street, and if they see anybody walking by up the hill, they think it's their job to tell me and bark very loudly. So I don't want them to do that in the middle of a live. I'm hoping some of my regular people will show up too once they see that I'm live. I really would love to get into a routine where I do regular lives. But like I said, I've been away for 2 weeks dog sitting, and now I'm looking after Claire's dogs. And I just feel like if I said a certain time, I'd be constantly letting people down and not being there because I'm not able to just show up like that at 9 o'clock every Tuesday morning. It doesn't work for me. Plus, there's still people. Okay, let's see what we've got now. Oh, that's nice. A 12-year-old pug. Oh, how cute. Oh, you're 73. Oh, you're more my age, Lisa. I'm 74. So there you go. I misread it. Sorry. Yeah, I taught myself to crochet back in the day where they didn't have video or anything. And I just, they used to have diagrams on pieces of cards that you could use. And that's how I taught myself to crochet. And I'm left-handed, so it was pretty tricky. Oh, that's so nice. Nice to have a pup. I know. I like looking after these guys. Pugs are cute too. I like having them. It's just for me, I'm on an island. So if I want to go off the island to go to the bank or go see a friend or something like that, it's a long time. You can't just go off the island and leave them because it's a long time between ferries. I can't just get back. So I did have 2 little Havanese dogs, and they were lovely, but I was pretty much tied to the island because I didn't have anybody to look after them. I did take them to my friends, but if I had a dentist appointment, you know, you had to go away for the day, and it was a long day for them to be on their own. So eventually I won't have these guys. I might have a couple of her cats. I don't know. She just came to live with me this last spring. And she'll be moving over to the mainland where her new job is. So it's all happy stuff. Yeah, this is really, really long. It's almost like you're making a blanket. I have to go up to row 20. I should probably count my rows. Oh, I'm using a 5mm H hook, and I'm using, I think it's let's see what it is. I'm going to just put this light on. Help me see it. Yeah, it's a boy hook, B-O-Y-E. I like these. I'm not I don't like the ergonomic hooks. I just like the regular hooks. And it's so funny when you're doing this because my hand seems to be over that way, and I'm trying to make it so you can see it. Yeah, so it's just a simple plain hook from Michael's. And I so far, touch wood, I'm very lucky. I don't suffer with any arthritis or any cramping or pain. But I have had, when I've been super busy, like with orders and stuff, when I used to do orders, I don't do orders anymore. My main problem was with my shoulder because I sit like this and I'm working, and it was pinching the nerves in my shoulder. So that's the only main side effect I've had from crocheting, and I've had to do exercises where I lean on a door and push my shoulders back, trying to open up my shoulders. So that's the thing about crochet, is you're sitting down, right? Got these glasses and they don't seem to be helping. Yeah, so it's an H hook, 5mm, and this is a 3-weight yarn. So it's a little bit bigger than what is recommended for this yarn, but I wanted it to have a nice drape. I want it to be like a spring summery cardigan, right? It's just not a heavyweight cardigan. And it's going to be quite long. And it's going to be a pattern. So I'm just making my prototype right now. I have had to pull it back 3 or 4 times already to get the length right. And you never know how much it's going to stretch once it's on. Okay, so we've got 5 people here. Does anybody else want to say hi? Thank you, Lisa, for being a part of the conversation. What are you working on right now, or have you got any plans for something to work on in the future? I've got a few Valentine's patterns on my blog and videos here. I have a video showing you how to make like a mason jar with a little heart applique, and a cup, a mug cozy for putting on mugs, like with a handle on. Oh, hi, Kelsey. Oh, thank you so much. Are you working on anything right now? Have you got anything on the go? I'm making this when I should be really writing up a pattern for, I've got 2 other crochet patterns waiting to be published, but I just had to start something. And, this is something that I can do when I go live and I can talk to people and I have a bit of company because I live on my own. So sometimes it's nice to come on here and get to talk to people who are into crocheting or crafts. Especially if it's a repetitive pattern like this. This is, I don't know if you were here when I was explaining, this is a sideways cardigan that I'm working on. And these summery colors, springy colors. Finished a gorgeous red cardigan. Oh, wow. And you started a sweater with crochet cables. Oh, goodness, that's something I really, really want to do. That's like next on my list. Yes, we do love to multitask. I think it's something about our brain. Yeah, I know. I have a whole, my kids get fed up of listening to me say I'm disappointed because I haven't done my cardigan patterns. I mean, in January when the brand new year started, I was going to get those done. The pattern is written up. It's just getting it to all the different sizes up to 5X, right? And that's just the not fun part, right? So you just have to be in that right frame of mind to go through it and check it all to make sure all of the steps, the sleeves and everything are all done for all the different sizes. And I love them. One is a simple cardigan. It's like my simple sweater, but just a cardigan version. And the other one is a classic cardigan that I made in like a ivory color. But this one, I don't know. Hopefully the pattern won't be tricky to write up. But it was a challenge to make something different, to do a sideways one. I was thinking I would get a sideways one that went all the way from the sleeves all the way, but I just couldn't deal with that. So I'm just doing 2 panels sideways right now. And then I'll probably attach yarn to the shoulders and make whatever sleeves I'm going to do from there. Oh, well, that's great, Lisa. That's the first project I made, was a lap blanket for my dad when he was getting older and needed something to keep his legs warm. And I've still got it. He's gone now. He died in 2000, but I still hold on to it. That's the reason I learned to crochet, was to make his lap blanket. It was only double crochets, 2 strands of worsted weight yarn together. Maybe I should write up my dad's lap blanket pattern. It's super simple, but it would be kind of nice. I did do another lap blanket pattern for my mom. It's called the Sweet Mary lap blanket. I don't know if I have it on YouTube. I don't think I do, but it's on my blog, Sweet Mary lap blanket. And that actually, I have it over my chair, just over there. It's made out of Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, and it's made with a big hook. It works up really fast with double crochets, double crochets, treble crochets, and half double crochets. I think it's one of the first blanket patterns that I ever published. Hi, how are you? Doing great, thank you, Dido. Is it Dido? Am I saying that right? No, I'm not. Your name is Diana. Nice to meet you. The typing on the comments is really small, and I don't know if I've got the right glasses on. Sometimes I don't usually have this much of a problem reading it. I don't know if you can adjust the size of your chats, but it's nice to have another person in the chat. Have we talked before, Diana? I've talked to Diana before. So nice that you're here. We've got a fire going. It's very cold here right now. I think it's what does it say? We've got the temperature at here. It's -1 right now. Feels like -4 because it's quite windy here right now, and bright blue sky. It's really nice out there, but there's still a bit of ice and snow hanging around, just little, spots of it from the snowfall we had. But 2 weeks ago, I got home on Sunday, so a few days ago. But before that, I was at a friend's in Maple Ridge for 2 weeks, and we had 15 inches of snow one night. And then 2 days later, we had another 6 inches of snow. So I was kind of marooned. They were off in Mexico, my friends I was house sitting for. They were off in the sunshine, and I was looking after these 2 gorgeous dogs that they have. And yeah, the snow was really deep, and the dogs just loved running around, bounding through the snow. And it was very beautiful. I actually think I put a little short up on my channel showing the snow on the trees and the bright blue sky. I knew I was going to get some tangles. Always happens, right? Especially if you have to pack things up and move them from one house to another. All of the cakes come on. When they're half used, they are loose in their wrapper and they come out and they start to get unraveled. I just wanted to try a 3-weight yarn. I don't usually use 3-weight. Pretty much everything I do is either super bulky 6-weight or a 4-weight worsted weight yarn. Pretty much everything. So I thought, change it up a little bit and see what the drape is like when you use something that's a 3-weight. Oh, hi there, Rivemont 77. Oh, you made the fingerless gloves. Oh, how pretty. Oh my goodness, I bet that's beautiful. I have a crochet group, Carroway Crochet group on Facebook. I don't know if you're on Facebook, but if you could share a picture over there, that would be so nice to see them. That must look beautiful. I don't, there's a community page on the top of your YouTube. I don't know. I can add pictures to it, but I don't know if I'm the only one who can add stuff to that community post, or whether members of who subscribers can do that or not. I'll have to look up that. It would be really nice if we had a place here on YouTube where people who are subscribed to Carroway Crochet could upload their finished projects and share them. That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? 45 degrees there, drizzling. Is that like 45 degrees American, right? Not Celsius. North Carolina. Oh, that's nice. Wow, 6 years Army veteran. So you can go into the they all go together and just kind of meet. Do you get to go and work crochet while you're there, or is it just when they're handing things out? Wow. What's that? Revenant. So what are you saying? That who has one of my videos auto playing? Oh, my Facebook group. Yes. That's me. And one of my videos is I just uploaded. No, it's not. I'm not a spoof group. If it's got Carroway Crochet group at the top, and I'll actually show you what it looks like. I can do that, right? So this is mine, Carroway Crochet group. Okay, it's got some yarn at the top, and it's got Carroway Crochet group along the top, and it's got inspiring, supporting, sharing, inspiring, supporting, and it's got my today's what I shared as a short. That's the one that's playing. Okay, so that's me. Oh, it's 1.7 thousand members showing here, so maybe it's a different group. Okay, so you have to apply to join, and then I can accept you. So let me see. It says 1.7 thousand members. 4 new members last week. Yeah, so that's that. So sometimes they get automatically approved, but there are some questions for you to answer to become a member of that group. But once you remember, then you can upload pictures of what you make, which is always really fun. And share your works in progress and all that kind of stuff. Some really wonderful people there. And I also have a Facebook page, which doesn't look like that. It's a little bit different. And Carroway Crochet page. And that would be great to have you follow along on my page. I'm trying to grow that page. But, you know, there's Instagram and TikTok and so many different things to do. To get word out so people can find your blog or your YouTube videos. No, lots of people don't use Facebook, Diana. No, that's not me. You search for Carroway Crochet. Actually, I think, I don't really know on my YouTube channel. I don't think I have a link. I have a link from my Instagram. If you go to my link tree, I do have a link in my link tree to my group, but I don't know if I do in my YouTube link tree. I'll find out. Okay. Carroway Crochet. Link tree. So under my Carroway Crochet YouTube channel, there is a link tree. And it's TikTok, crochet blog, Instagram, Etsy shop. No, it doesn't actually have my Facebook on there. But, oh, here. There's a link tree. Yeah. So anyway, sorry about this. I'm just trying to help. Here we go. Yes, it will take you to my link tree, which is like this. And if you could scroll down there, it's got like very top one is the head over heels pattern bundle and the head over heels blog hop, because like yesterday I had free slipper pattern available on the head over heels blog hop. And on the 13th, which is in 2 days, I have a chunky bubble beanie that's going to be free. So that's kind of what I put on the top. And then there's the simple crochet fingerless gloves that you made. That's one of the links I've got on the top. But if you keep scrolling down, you will get to Carroway Crochet. I have a very, very long link tree here. And you get down to follow Carroway Crochet on Facebook. So that's my group. And then from my group, it should take you, that's my Facebook page. And then that should take you to my group. Yeah, so. Or message me and I'll send you a link. Carroway Crochet at outlook.com. Okay, let's see where I got to. No, it is good for baby items. Yes. No, 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 Maisie, don't bark. Oh yeah, that's nice when you can take your crochet along to a doctor's appointment. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. That's so much, Revenant. I don't know your name, but you can share that later. YouTube changed community tab. Oh, no, no. Okay. Maisie, no. Somebody stopped. No. I might have to go. I don't know what's going on. No, they're up the road. If you don't mind the dog barking. Sorry about that. Yeah, the community tab to posts. There you can put pictures. Oh, that's good. You can post pictures. Oh, that's good on my YouTube. So that's interesting. Oh, I live on one of the southern Gulf Islands off the coast of British Columbia. So off the coast, it's about an hour and a half on the ferry from Vancouver. There's Mary Beth. I was waiting for some of the regulars to show up. Just arrived. Lovely scarf. Any link. This one is actually on my YouTube channel here. So if you search, you'll scroll down, you'll see the Happy Hippie scarf, left and right handed versions. And if you click on the more for the description underneath the title of the video, you know how they have a bit of a description there, and you can click on the word more and it opens up. If you go down, it'll give you a link to the actual pattern free on my blog. So that's kind of how I set it up so you can find it. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure, and also I was sharing today, I left them, I don't think I brought one out here. I shared a video today of the Olivia Skinny Scarf, which is another scarf video that I have up on YouTube, and that's free on my blog too. So what's this? I have to edit so many clips on my YouTube because of my dogs. Oh, so you completely understand, Kelsey. But this one, I mean, I had little dogs that used to tippy tappy into the room and everything. But these ones, when they bark, at least it wasn't the pit bull lab didn't bark because his is thunderous. It's a thunderous bark. But it's just because somebody's parked. I have at the top of my property, there's a lane, and then there's a little bit of a hill, and then there's a road, and they've parked up on the road. And they're kind of bored, really. You know what? They're laying in front of the fire. I'm talking to you guys. Nobody's paying them any attention. So if anybody goes by, it's a good excuse to find something to do. And she did stop. She's still quite young. She's only a year old. So she did good. Yeah. Getting these tangles. But it's nice to be home. I was away for 2 weeks, and it's lovely to be looking after my friends' dogs, but it's so nice to be back home. I'll check out your channel, Mana Chrome Designs. That's a nice name. Very loud. These dogs, they can be very loud. They have booming voices. Very booming voices. Maisie's a little shriller. My little Havanese dogs were like yappy. The epitome of the yappy dog, but they were so cute. I got them together from a rescue. So they were older. I didn't have them as long as I would have had if I'd have had them from pups, but they were lovely. Oh, yes, that's those mailman, you know, and where I was just, yeah, yes, that's their job and they're not going to give it up, right? And where I was just looking after these two dogs, one of them was a Dachshund, and literally, if Amazon left a parcel on the sidewalk, they just pop it over the gate onto the sidewalk, she would literally shoot out of the front door and attack the box, like literally attack the box. Nobody was there, just the box, but she ripped the corner off every time. Just yeah, get that box. Yeah, this yarn's going to drive me nuts. So, Mary Beth, what are you making? Are you still here? What are you making now? I haven't been on for a while. I did one, I think, when I got to my friend's house. So it's 2 weeks since I've done a live. I keep thinking I'm going to get better at being regular with my lives. Maybe I don't know how to make myself do that. I just don't know. I think once Claire's gone full time, like she's away working in the office on the mainland near Vancouver for 3 days this week. Then she'll be back Thursday and Friday. And then she's in the office 4 days next week, and then back here. And then she'll be moving over at the beginning of March, but not taking the dogs. So I'll have the dogs here a while yet. But they'll be gone at the end of March. And I'll really miss them. Miss her, but there you go. Phew. Oh, that's good, Lisa. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you, Kelsey. Oh, it's really quite hard sometimes, you know. But I'm building a house here. This house is it's taken years. I finally got the final schedule CV passed by my engineer, but it's expensive, and I'm on my own, right? And I'm on a pension. So when COVID happened, I kind of started the crochet business, and it started out just selling patterns on Etsy. And then I realized I should have a blog, and I put my free patterns on my blog and still sell them on Etsy and Ravelry with links from my blog. And I started a YouTube channel, I don't know, 3 years ago. I don't really know. But I thought I'd start that, but I wasn't, it wasn't my main thing. Two years ago, I broke my wrist, and that was when I was really gung-ho with my YouTube channel, and I'd started a temperature blanket. So I was going to have a new stitch every week. So I had a stitch tutorial to do, and then I had the blanket tutorial to do, and the posts for updating on the, and in March, literally, it's probably 3 years now. Oh, here's Maisie. Hello. I slid and broke my wrist when I was out walking my Havanese dogs, when I had my dogs, and I couldn't crochet. And it was almost like, my daughter says, it's like you were overwhelmed with what you had set yourself as a task the whole year, to be doing a new stitch video and a blanket video every week. Like she says, it was just your way out of doing it. So you broke your wrist. And so I never got back to that. It's called the Lots of Stitches blanket, and you'll see it on here, but it only goes up until March, and then it stops. And so that kind of put, it took me a while once I could crochet to get back into doing my YouTube. And then I really pushed until I could be monetized on YouTube, which happened a year ago in October. But then I got COVID last year. There's all these excuses why you don't do stuff, right? But yeah, I'm trying to get back into being very consistent on YouTube. I'm doing well with my reels and all of that. But it's a lot, right? And then to try and write the patterns in between, and yeah, support other people, because I like to support other people too. So thank you. Yeah, it was really hard because I couldn't crochet, but consequently, when I had to have, like, it's quite a long scar. I had like a plate put in there and lots of stitches. But when I started getting back into crochet, the physiotherapist, the guy, the orthopedic surgeon, and that were all saying, I'm going to tell people they should crochet, because I really got a lot of manipulative ability back into my hand because I was crocheting, and we do all this twisting and turning and all of this kind of stuff. So it was really they always say you need to, like, these were the exercises that they have you do, right, for your wrists and everything, and all of this stuff. And crocheting just is extra exercise for all those things. So I'm really lucky that it would have been real. I don't know what I did. And it was my right hand, and I'm left-handed, so that wasn't so bad for me. But yeah, it's kind of extreme when you break your wrist to get out of a project. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's seriously. And my daughter says, you're in charge of your schedule, so don't complain to me. That's what she says. Yeah. So, yeah. And I'm happy my house is nearly finished. Like, I'm getting to the point where I can be doing, thinking of decor, decorating it and getting things sorted out. Pretty, all the pretty stuff. So, like, this couch was free off a friend, and while the dogs have been here, Maisie's chewed the corner when she was younger. So I've got duct tape on the arm of my couch, right? So either there's two options, is to get a new one when Claire's gone with the dogs, or I might cover this one, I don't know. I did an upholstery course when I was younger, so I could do that, or I could make crochet covers for it. Who knows? The opportunities are endless. Oh, that's great. Yes, exactly. That's right. It's nice to have small little projects to practice on. And that's what I've discovered. I'm really impressed with how popular coffee cup cozies, like my iced coffee cup cozy is, and mug rugs and stuff like that, because you can do a little mug rug in the moss stitch, and it's a nice way to learn the moss stitch, but you've got something useful, but you're not investing your life in it, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the therapy and everything. We're lucky here. Didn't cost me anything. I just went, they did the operation, they do the x-rays, and then they call you in and they do the operation, and they sign me up for physio and all that. Nothing, it's all, we have that here. So it didn't cost me anything. So I'm very grateful when stuff like that happens, that we have that. Yeah, but oh my goodness. But being on an island is tricky because you can't drive, and I'm lucky that I had a friend that was willing to drive. We do have a group on the island called Main Island Assisted Living, and they have volunteers that will drive older people to doctor's appointments, and will drive people who are unable to drive themselves to a doctor's appointment. So she actually was one of the people in that group, and she drove me over, and she waited while I was in the emergency room, and got sorted out and drove me back to the island. So when you're on an island, you have to kind of support one another. So there's only about 1,000 people live here, so it's a very small group, and we only have 2 restaurants and a gas station and a bakery and 2 grocery stores, but they're very small. They're not, there's a True Value. They're not chain supermarkets. There's a little, like a little corner store kind of market called the Trading Post, where they can sell alcohol. And then the other one is like a small supermarket called True Value. Yeah, so that's why I have left-handed videos, because I'm left-handed. So when people ask me to teach them how to crochet if they're right-handed, it really is. They say sit opposite them and they're like a mirror. I've never found that to work for me personally. So that's why I make my videos left-handed and then I flip them right-handed. And I have a how to crochet episode 1 and episode 2 showing you how to make a slip knot, how to do the chains, very, very slowly showing you how to twist the hook, explaining everybody holds the hook differently. And because I learned from diagrams, I kind of hold my yarn really weird. I don't wrap it around my fingers or anything, because I just was on my own and I had to figure out what worked for me. So anyway, that's the end of another row. So the colors are kind of nice. But yes, that's why when on the island, people asked me to help them to learn to crochet, and I feel bad saying no, but really the best thing they could do is probably just watch my right-handed video, and then they could learn, because there's a right-handed how to crochet as well as a left-handed. And lots of people have said it's very helpful. Yeah, I looked at the pictures, and you can, where there's a will, there's a way. That's what they say, right? So now I'm going to I've chained 3, and I'm going to be skipping 1 and doing a crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Perfect. We're a very strong left-handed family. I'm left-handed and my sister's left-handed. 2 of us weren't. My brother and sister weren't, but my one sister and I were. My dad was left-handed. And out of my 4 kids, I have 2 left-handed. So my dad was of the generation, though, where they strapped his hand behind his back at school, so he couldn't be left-handed. I know. It totally was a thing. They'd either whack them with a ruler or tie their hand behind the back. And I mean, you know, when I was growing up, there was no left-handed scissors or left-handed this or left-handed that. We just twisted the scissors funny so that they worked. Otherwise, you're sunk, right? And now I couldn't, if anybody hands me a left-handed pair of scissors, I can't work them because when I cut, I do this weird twist thing to make the pressure work. And I remember my home ec teacher trying to teach me hand sewing when I was in school, high school. And she was so patient with me because we go from the opposite side when we want to sew our like hemming stitches or slips, herringbone, you know, there was all kinds of hemming stitches. And this is Bruno. Here's Bruno. Hi, Bruno. He's got his toy. You're starring in my video. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. They say, what are you doing? They don't know where their mom is. It's very strange that she's gone. Yeah. She'll be back tomorrow. So this is doing really well. I think I might get the whole sweater out of the two cakes because it's going a long way. And I might be running out of time. The dogs seem to be getting a little antsy. They think they should be able to be lying on my lap, having a cuddle. So I might just say goodbye because she's going over to the doors if she wants to go out and pee. And thank you so much for being with me. And see, this is going to be a slow thing because it's going to take, I think I got maybe 2 rows done today. So it's a long, slow process. But thank you very much for watching. And I'm going to end the stream before Maisie starts crying. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.